A very happy morning to every one of you. Guys, today we are just going to see the newspaper name The Hindu, and especially this today is about Sunday's edition. Mostly, in generally Sunday's information will be given a lot of well-detailed analysis information. So today we are going to see especially the date August 10, 2025, and today guys literally the lot of information has been given, especially particularly in the Operation Sindoor about the air strike attacks and little bit of Balakot strike attacks and how they have just made this into a well successful operation. Especially the person who I admire is Air Chief Marshal Amarpreet Singh, one of the top, it means a top perfect guy. So it's like a superstar of the Air Force, like that he is the person. So he also came and explained how they just took the entire aircraft, it means airfields that's been located in the Pakistan, and a lot of other information also been given. And the second issue is always the Armenia and Azerbaijan used to fight along with them a lot. But in nowadays, both of the Armenia and Azerbaijan have made deal with the America, and now they just literally solved the entire war case scenario. So what led to the Armenian and Azerbaijan issue and how the Russia came into the picture? Let us see in this information. And the third thing is about the Alaska, because now recently the Trump and the Russia President Vladimir Putin decided to meet, especially in the place called it means Alaska. Before that I just mentioned about United Arab Emirates, but now they particularly choose this location Alaska. So why the Alaska was chosen? Because Alaska was one of the part of Russia. Later on the Russian part has been given to the entirely completed to the USA at a rupees of $7.5 million. Just see guys, it is so much lesser amount, but at the time just the entire Russia gave this Alaska to the USA itself. So why they gave this, it means Alaska to them? And a little bit of also extra information I'm just going to tell about to you guys. And then fourth one is about, you would have known about the Fukushima nuclear reactor burst. So after a certain long period of time, they are releasing the radioactive water into the ocean. So what was the main reason to release this kind of, it means the radioactive waste into the water, it means into the ocean? So let us go deep into it. So at the basic, I'll just explain the basic front end, and later on I'll just go to the geopolitical point of view. In today's content, mostly geopolitical point of view it's been given, and simultaneously we can also see a little bit of extra information that which you want to just have a basic look upon it. Okay guys, let's deep dive into the video, and welcome to my channel. My name is Newspaper. Let us get started. And guys, at the first information you can see here, the Indian Air Force took down nearly 6 Pakistani aircraft during Operation Sindoor. Air Chief Marshal, it means Air Force Chief, just explained. So what was the main thing? Because 5 fighter aircraft, especially they have just mentioned F-16 might be possible, and little bit of other Pakistani, it means Chinese aircraft. Also, it means Chinese aircraft also might be attacked by this, but they do not tell exactly which type of aircraft has been mentioned. So literally, it means 2 or 3 F-16s which were at the base, it means airfield base, that has been attacked. They have just mentioned. And other one thing is one large aircraft which is called as AWACS. AWEAX. So AWACS is a so simple thing because it's like a flying radar system. So mostly you would have listened about the radar system that's been located in the ground level, but this kind of radar system will be flying at the top level. So for example, this is a AWACS wing, you just consider, and here this is the Indian border, and this is Pakistani border. So it literally it means dissipates a lot of signals around it, and it would cover nearly 400 kilometers. So here if there is any aircraft approaching, means this will get the signal and send it to the airbase that's been located, or it will also send to the lot of fighter aircraft near it, because since fighter aircraft do little bit of, it means the radar strength of the fighter aircraft is a little bit lower. Suppose this is 400 kilometers, this is only 200 to 300 kilometers. So it due to external, it means advanced range, this signals easily get detected by this AWACS as the enemy aircraft is infiltrating our border. This signal gets easily transported out, it means signal to the nearby aircraft, and along with the down air defense systems such as S-400 and a little bit of Akash defense system, and it means Prithvi, a lot of other Pinaka, a lot of other defense system. We just signal this kind of thing to the Indian bases. So that's why this AWACS is so much important. So literally we have just made one, it means one AWACS system entirely down, and the day, it means Air Chief Marshal Amarpreet Singh in a lecture in Bangalore on the Saturday, he just told how much damage that Indian army had made. So we have at least it means we have at least 5 fighters confirmed killed and 1 large it means electronic intelligence aircraft. And literally this is one of the most important thing, because 300 kilometers not a small range, about so much huge distance, because from the Indian borders we launched a missile and just gotten attacked in a aircraft base that's been located about 300 kilometers. Wow, this is such a huge thing. And mostly guys, one of the most interesting thing is most of the missiles are BrahMos A type missiles. So in BrahMos also, in BrahMos A and BrahMos E, it means export variation, and Navy variation, it means aircraft. It means in, suppose BrahMos A means it's about that the missile being used by the jets. So BrahMos N means Navy type will be used, and ground based also BrahMos is there, and the export variation also BrahMos is there, because as we given to the Philippines about the export variation. So you would have known about the BrahMos about 300 kilometer range and hypersonic lot. So he just mentioned about how the BrahMos effectively proved its effectiveness and efficiency. And now the other thing is we also used spice missiles and Mirage also in this aircraft. Especially this Mirage 2000 was especially used in the Balakot airstrike, because you would have known about the Pulwama attack and how the case was made. So a lot of things that also made in the Pulwama attack, and we launched a lot of, it means Air Force strikes, especially in the Pakistan area. So in the time we used Mirage 2000, it means it's E variant, so E and M variant. So the next thing is, okay, why? Another one of the most interesting thing is this S400. This S400 was a main, it means a mastermind to hunt down all of the jets, especially all of the fighter jets. Mostly one between 150 kilometers just flew, another 300 kilometers just flew. So a lot of fighter aircraft was especially taken down by this S400. And we are also planning to purchase S500. Suppose if we purchase this S500, means this will be one of the game changing point for the entire India, because S500 was already commissioned in the Russian Air Force itself. It means Russian military itself at 2021. It means 2021 itself they have just launched this, and still it has been not given to any countries. Suppose if India got, means this will be one of the key changer for the entire India. And what DRDO and all the other organization has been told in the India means this S500 and alongside the project Kusha they will just integrate it, because when we integrate this kind of air defense system we can get easily detect the enemy system. For example, see, this is S500 and this is Akash, it means air defense system, and this is S400, this is project Kusha, and this S500 has a range of 500 kilometers, this S400 400 kilometers. Suppose here in distance itself 100 kilometers you just assume. This Akash 330 to 40 kilometers, 45 kilometers. So what this S500 will do, it will just make send the radar signals, and after getting the thing it will directly send to the Akash. So the Akash will directly integrate. So this Akash has only 40 to 50 kilometers range to detect. So this 500 will be, it means 500 kilometer range of S500 will be so much effective, and prolonged, so all this thing will be integrated. So it also improves the effectiveness of hunting down the enemy's opponent jets and other aircraft. So I think so you got my just basic point of view. And okay, just to go to the next thing. Suppose if I want to tell you, means this is the most important thing that I just want to tell. So you can see here he just said at least one AVAX and one it's in a hangar, and S500 in was hit during this operation, and most of the unmanned aerial vehicles and has been just entirely destroyed by the Indian Army. Another thing is Indian air attack, especially on Jaish-e-Mohammed headquarters and Bawalpur and Lakshadweep headquarters in Murgudi, and a lot of other attacks has been also made by the Indian Army personnel. This is one of the very much good thing that the entire Indian Army has just did. And the next thing is in the geopolitical point of view. You can see here. See, this is one of the most interesting things that I just wanted to mention, because Ukraine will not send land to buy peace as asks Zelensky, because now the meeting is going to held between Trump and the Putin in the Alaska. So, at the beginning, I'll just tell why the Alaska was chosen in spite of choosing the United Arab Emirates. Guys, in 1867, the Alaska was an integral part of the Soviet Union, because at the time they had also a lot of other wars with the, it means Russia means wantedly entered into the lot of other areas to capture for guys, one second, just I will show the image so you will have a better easy understanding. So okay, you could see here, let me little bit zoom it. So you could see here the Russia is there, here the Alaska and United States, here the Canada is there. So at the beginning what has just happened is this Russia had a full control of this Alaska, and in between they say one state called Bering State. So Bering State. So it means you just think guys, it's not happening in 2000 or not happening in 1900s. It's happening in the 1867. So at the time the Ottoman Empire, it means Ottoman Empire, you would have known the Turkey, the Syria, and all of the most of the it means Gulf countries. Most of the Gulf countries was comes under the Ottoman Empire. So at the beginning, it means at the 1850s and 1890, the Ottoman Empire has started to continuously fall down. So due to this fall down, what especially that Russia did this. The Russia has planned to capture the entire Ottoman Empire. So during that Ottoman Empire, what they have just did is they had like a Crimean War. Due to the Crimean War, the Russians just infiltrated to a lot of Ottoman places and they started to capture the Ottoman Empire. But the Ottoman Empire, it means as I told about the before countries, who are the countries in the Ottoman, the British and the France also just helped the Ottoman Empire to, it means to attack the entire Russia. So during that time in 1950s and 1980s, the Russia forced, it means Russia had a heavy loss. So during that heavy loss, they couldn't, it means increase their economy itself. The Russian economy itself, they couldn't improve. So that was a major drastic issue that at that time the Soviet Union was faced entirely. So after, it means after doing a case study, they just came to know about the military weapons, it means high grade weapons and all of the other military tactics was so much poor within the Russia. So that's why they lost, it means they completely lost the Ottoman Empire area. So during the time, you could see here this Canada. This Canada also had a, it means this Canada was fully captured and was fully ran by the British Empire. So during the time, if this Alaska also, it means the troop placement in the Alaska by the Russian forces was so much lesser. So if the British persons in the Canada attack this Alaska, means that Alaska will be entirely gone into the hands of the British. So that's why the Russians doesn't want this kind of thing. So what they have just did is, Russians had a good agreement with the United States of America. Later on, they just gave this entire Alaska to the United States. So they just mentioned, okay, it's like a friendly ties, and in case of any in the future, definitely the USA will help the entire Russia. So that was the agreement made between the Russia and the United States of America. So that they just gave only how much? Only $7.2 million. It's literally so much lesser amount. $7.2 million means so much lesser. So you just think. It's how much it means in my point of view about how 800 to 1000 or maybe more than 1000 crores, I suppose. I'm not exactly sure in it. So this was a case thing that has been given because entirely this Alaska was nearly about 6 lakh square kilometers. It's literally so much huge amount of area that's been given directly to the USA thing. So, okay, now I just told about why the Alaska was chosen for this place to have a meeting within the Trump and as well as the Putin. So now I think so why they have just choose this Alaska as the main thing that alongside with the Putin and Trump would choose this place Alaska. So okay, let us go in this information because now the meeting is occurring between the Donald Trump along with the Putin, but for this meeting, the main culprit, not main culprit, it's the main, it means who is that name? Zelensky. The Zelensky was not invited to participate in this meeting. So definitely guys, after a meeting of this two person, they will just come to a common conclusion that Russia will tell something, okay, I will not put any sanctions or I will not do any kind of war things against the Ukraine, and you should also, it means you need to stop the war, means certain condition was to be made between these two countries. They will just talk with each other and they will finalize with each other. It means they will finalize with each other, and later on especially the whose name, the Zelensky won't come into the place, and without him the entire meeting will be concluded. Later on Russia will just tell, okay, I will just stop the war, okay, let us what other things will happen, let us happen, like that he will just mention. But at the time the Ukraine, it means the Ukraine alongside with the European Union will definitely oppose this kind of initiative out to the both of the countries, because Donald Trump comes at a point of view and takes his own decision at his point of view, and it means he doesn't let other person to involve in this matter. So that's why this person is a little bit dangerous and idiotic person. But we have to just see, because after this meeting, because after the August, because the meeting is going to held in August 15, so definitely Donbass and Luhansk, a lot of other areas that has been captured by the Russia, especially nearly 19% of the Ukraine land has been captured by Russia. Literally how much means 44,000 square kilometers has been entirely captured by the Russia itself. So we need to see, because without seeing this, if this 20% definitely in the future may increase to 25, may increase to 30%, and suppose if the war continues, means definitely the entire Ukraine will be captured by the Russia. So this war should be ended. Alongside with this war, the Hamas and the Israel war also should be ended. So we need to just wait and see, and let us see for August 15 what's going to occur. Because since Indian independence is also occurring at August 15, and this kind of thing is also occurring at August 15, definitely India will tell any kind of things against it means who? The USA. So let us see what's going to occur. The next thing is, this is the thing that I just wanted to convey, because Armenia and Azerbaijan have committed to truce, says Trump. Guys, literally this is one of the good things that this person has just made. because I'll just tell what kind of problem both the Armenia and Azerbaijan has occurred. So with this photo, you can have a basic understanding, I think so. Where is? So okay, you can see here this is Azerbaijan and this is Armenia. So see guys, here top of it Russia is there, and here this is Georgia, Turkey and Iran is there. So the main problem that's been occurring with the both countries is this one, this Nagorno-Karabakh. I'm sorry to mispronounce the name, but in this area what happened is most of the Armenians were there. It is full of mountainous area. In this, most of the Armenian peoples are located in this area, but this area was fully captured and fully it will placed in the Azerbaijan area. So during that time, it means after which year? See, in 1923. At the time of 1923, the Moscow has just given the entire support to the Azerbaijan. It means you just control this entire area, but Armenian opposed it because Armenian peoples are located in this Nagorno mountainous area. So during the time, lot of clashes also just went upon. But 1988 to 1994, the first war has been broken between the Armenia and Azerbaijan. During that time, the Armenia came and captured this mountainous area. It means this became an integral part of Armenia. But after the years going on, and after 2020, it means 2020, this again the war has been occurred between these two countries. And later on, this Armenian was supported by the Turkish drone, and a lot of other well-developed equipments and well-developed military equipment was supplied by the Turkey. Because you just see guys, Turkey is literally opposite here. So the lot of defense equipment was supplied to the Azerbaijan. Later what they just did it? They just captured this entire area. It means the mountainous Nagorno entire area they just captured, and now the Azerbaijan peoples are ruling this. So it means Armenian people are started to oppose, because in future definitely the war will come. So this USA, it means the Donald Trump president, had trade deal with these two countries and stopped the entire war. But definitely guys, this won't long for so much. Until the Donald Trump is being in the post, this war will end. But after, in future, definitely this war is going to begin, because this war is not started in 10 to 15 years. We just see after the independence of India and Pakistan, the war is still going on. Even though the many people say that okay, we are the friends, we are the brothers of the two. It means we are brothers from the same mother. Definitely, it won't be, because even nowadays, guys, you just think nowadays, even there are a lot of brothers and sisters from the same mother. They usually fight for the land. You just give me 5 acre, you just give me 1 acre extra, like that. They usually fight and kill even the father and mother as well. You just see this is a country level issue. So definitely this issue won't be solved. This issue will be going on. It will be running way only. So at the time, it means now the Azerbaijan is currently supported by the Turkey, Pakistan and Israel, and Armenia is supported by the Russia, Iran, France and India. So you don't know about India also supplied a lot of defense equipment to the Armenia, especially that Pinaka missile and a lot of Prithvi missile also will be sent to the to the Armenia. And in future, in case of best case scenario, BrahMos also might be transported, but that's very much worst case scenario. But mostly BrahMos won't be transported, but Akash missile system will be definitely transported to the Armenia. Okay, just we have to just wait and see what kind of future complications going to occur. So now he just put in trade deal with these two countries, Armenia and Azerbaijan, and just stop it, just pass it the war. It means not going to an accelerated way, just pass the war. But in future, after the Donald Trump's president's positioning is over, in future after 10 to 15 years, definitely again the war will continue, again the problem will be there, and again a lot of other problems will also occur. So the next thing is North Korea removed loudspeakers kept in the border with the South, because as the South Korea has also removed the, it means especially the loudspeakers from in the South Korea border. Now they just removed the, it means North Korea removed the loudspeakers, because literally guys, about how much, 990 kilometers I think so. Not 990, literally about 200 something. 990 is some other country, literally 200 kilometers nearly the North Korea and South Korea borders is there, and with a gap of nearly 2 to 4 kilometers is there. So here North Korea will be, here South Korea will be. Mostly loudspeaker will be placed alongside the border. Now so as the South Korea removed, now North Korea also removed. So definitely in future, give these two countries become a good partner means it will be a good thing. But North Korea is not a simple thing, because why I am saying is, you just consider the USA is a big country and North Korea is only small country, but this small country triggers and makes the problematic to the entire USA. Suppose you would have known about the elephant. In elephant ears, if a small ant, only one ant will mean, the elephant will entirely collapse and entirely die. So similar kind of situation, the elephant is like USA and the ant is like North Korea. This small ant is triggering the entire elephant. Wow, this is a very much good thing. But still now, any kind of trade deals or any kind of other kind of perspective has not made with the North Korea alongside with the USA, because Trump's and this Kim Jong-un meeting will be one of the most good thing, but Kim Jong-un is still not coming into the picture. Why, I don't know. And now the Nagasaki, it's been the 80th anniversary. It means after America's atomic bomb just finished. Literally, guys, you just see 1.4 lakhs. Not 1.4 lakh, mostly more than 2 to 3 lakhs people would have been died in this atomic incident. So it's literally a little bit concerning thing. And the next thing is Maldives has just opened a new airport. It's one of the good airport, Vanilla, Vanilla or Vanilla, something you just mentioned. So as the Maldives has nearly how much 8.8 billion amount of trade deficit. 1 billion means literally about 8,600 crores. Into 8 means you just put literally 70,000 crores, 70,000 to 60,000 crores trade deficit itself is there. Literally so much huge amount of cost in the depth itself. So mostly of debt from the India and China. So we just see what kind of problems that in future might occur. Solving this entire 60,000 crores is not a easy thing. It's so much difficult thing that Maldives are just took upon. So now they just opened this airport because to improve the tourism sector in the entire Maldives. So we just want to wait and see. The other one of the concerning thing, literally this is one of the so much interesting and concerning thing, because you would have known about the Tata's consultant service. Guys, literally in my point of view, the Tata's entire Tata industry is just crumbling nowadays. It means the trust on Tata has been decreased, because in my point of view, I'm literally so much worried about to tell you this information. As the one of the legendary, it means my legendary and legend, the member was the Ratan Tata. It means during each and every time, guys, if flood occurred, if any kind of cyclone occurred, if any kind of terrorism attack occurred, if any kind of problem occurred, the Ratan Tata will be in that place. Even he is so much older, so much aged person, he will be at that place, at that hospital, and he will visit the patient and he will give the support, entire support to the patient. But you just see, guys, after the airline issue, after so many days only, the chairman of the entire Tata Group industry came and just worried about it. Means they just told, we are so much worried about the passengers that have just lost their life. Oh my God, I'm so sad. This is literally, I just want to scold the person. So much huge, guys, because you just see the Ratan Tata and you just see the current chairman. And nowadays, even during the COVID time, guys, the entire the medical expense was taken by the Tata Group industry, who was sold at the time by Ratan Tata. But now you see, guys, entirely changed. Now each and everything, you see, nearly 12,000 employees, they are just planning to remove. If Ratan Tata was there, means definitely he won't do this kind of cheap things. Nowadays, the Tata industry, then all the Tata Motors and all of the other thing has been decreasing. The trust in, especially placed in the Tata, has so much decreased. Now, before thing, they have just made, it means the entire Tata Group of industry was focused on only Indian peoples. But now they are just switching to the business-minded peoples only. So who do the business? They are entirely just changing themselves. So a little bit concerning and quite saddest thing. And you just see, guys, the Indians IT industry generates 280 billion amount of dollars in the entire thing. But they are just it means trying to force to reduce the employees, 12,000 employees to move out, means it is so much concerning. While I was doing some kind of studies, I just noticed this, especially if this 100 crores rupees is given to the salary of the, it means IT persons. Now what they are just going to do is, they are just it means for 100 people 100 crore rupees. It means for one people 1 crore rupees they have been given. Means now this 100 crore rupees is just, this 100 people is just removed to 20 people. It means 80 people just took out, and this 20 people work into the work, and this remaining 80 people's salary is going to the development of AI. It means 80 crores and crores they are just going to place in the AI. So whenever you see any kind of it means layoff or any kind of removal of the person from the company, they are just taking the salary of the person and they are just inputting in the AI development. So that's why this kind of thing is occurring. So this entire thing just tells about this kind of thing, how the AI is powering and how this kind of thing is occurring. So literally this Tata industry is going in a negative point of view. Literally, if this kind of thing continues, mean definitely the trust and the share market value and all of the thing will be reduced by the Indian person against the Tata Group of industry. Okay, just we can just go to the next one. So this entire thing you would also know, guys, because again and again, if I told, means the same kind of scenario will occur, because how the USA is pressing not to buy the Russian oil from the India. So entire thing will be, it means it will be told in this thing. So there is no extra information in this thing, because as I from the past 1 week I am just telling you. So it's like a summary of all of the thing. You can just go to the next one. And you can see here guys, literally the Fukushima wastewater is going to release. It means because there is a one tritium you would have known. This means tritium, tritium, and it's a subatomic. It means hydrogen's isotopes. It means 1H3 something. So hydrogen isotope tritium, but also mostly used in the coolant water. Coolant water, especially in the nuclear power sector. It do have a half-life period of nearly 2.5 years. It's literally so much lesser. But what the one of the most thing is in 2011 this kind of nuclear, it means Fukushima nuclear reactor has just bursted apart. So now it's about 2025 and it's literally so much. It means 10 plus, which more than 12.5 years. Though the half-life period of the tritium isotope would have been decreased. So they are now planning to release this kind of tritium isotopes, especially into the seawater. See guys, why especially seawater is mainly focused means seawater is so much. It means prevention of the radioactive elements. Suppose if you, it means if you give a lot of radioactive isotopes, it means stable radioactive isotope through the seawater, means definitely it will be a problematic thing. But now we are just releasing unstable one. It means unstable one means it has lost its half-life period. So now if we, even though if we release, means there won't be any kind of problems. But until now any kind of case study has not been made upon this, because this half-life period has been completely neglected, completely removed. So if we, it means gave this tritium water into the seawater, means how, what kind of complication might occur. So this kind of thing is still going on. So we need to take concern about this. And the next thing is, one of the next thing is, you can see Saudi Aramco, because this Aramco was one thing that Houthi rebels were made an attack on this. So during the time, a lot of issues has been going in the Saudi Arabia. Now the Saudi Aramco has heavily invested, is going to buy nearly 20% of the stake in Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. So one of the good thing. So now the next thing is India. It means India and Saudi Arabia are going to, it means have a trade deal about nearly $100 billion. It really so much higher thing. So that's a good thing. And the next thing is just I want to mention about this. Iran and Oman free trade agreement is likely to announce soon. This is one of the good thing, because India had a trade deficit with Oman nearly 10 billion, it means 8 to 9 billion dollars. Now they are going to have a free trade agreement. So while this free trade agreement, the goods taxes will be reduced, a lot of goods will be transported easily during the shipment and the railways also. So this is one of the other good initiatives that has been taken by the both of the government, India and Oman. So the next thing just I want to convey to this. See, one of the saddest incident that has been occurring nowadays. You can see a 7 dead as wall collapse on Delhi Shantis amidst heavy rain. Literally how much? You can see 80 millimeter of rainfall has been falling. Literally guys, in Uttarakhand, Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh, a lot of cloud burst has been occurring, and now Delhi also has been hit by heavy of rain. So literally so much concerning things, because they would have, definitely they should inform this kind of heavy rain is going to occur. See, for example, where is the one sec, see here you can see in this map you can see entirely the Delhi is been affected by the entire rain. So but see guys, in Delhi you just see now the air quality index has been just been moderate because of the rainfall. While whenever a rainfall occurs in a certain kind of area, definitely the air quality index will be improved, especially this PM2 and this PM10 will be so much problematic thing to the humans. But now as the rainfall is occurring, it's a good thing, but this kind of rainfall sometimes may also kill a lot of other people also. So now you see, next thing is the government deploys 4 choppers, 287 more rescues from the district disaster to Uttarakhand. Literally this kind of thing, it means the cloud burst and other kind of triggering problem is also continuously occurred in the Uttarakhand. It means Uttarakhand. So we should take good care of them. So the next thing, what's the next? Now okay, this one is now let us see about the basic information that's been occurring in Tamil Nadu. This EPS criticism of state economic, now as the Tamil Nadu has achieved nearly 11.19% of the growth in economic growth. It's a good thing, but a lot of other opponent parties also been affected. It means they just oppose you, or just telling a negative point of view like that. But other one thing is Prime Minister, Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has just went to the government hospital at Tambaram, and at a cost of 110 crores building project, it means hospital project has been especially placed. But my point of view is, as he also had an angiogram related to his heart condition, but he has been admitted in the private hospital. So my question to him is, can this CM candidate of this Tamil Nadu go and admit in any kind of government hospital? Definitely not. Any kind of opposition party, BJP or Congress or any kind of CMs or PMs, Prime Minister, definitely guys, any one government issued person won't go and just be, it means take treatment in the government hospital. Very worst case scenario and very best case scenario only. Suppose in 10,000, one government person will go and admit in the government hospital. But what people do say, we need government initiative, we need government schemes. A lot of initiative should be given by the government. Even though if the government gives means people do take them, definitely not. But we continue to criticize about the government thing. So what to do? Let's go for the next thing. So I think so now we are just ending up the entire sections. So this albendazole, guys, you would have known about this albendazole because this albendazole must be given to a lot of people because it do cover a lot of it means worm and any kind of pesticides, not pesticides, lot of living organism, especially harmful living organism that's been present in our body. It will just go and kill. But one thing is, guys, this albendazole also kills the good bacteria that's been present in our body. Good bacteria, because there are a lot of things: prebiotic, probiotic, and postbiotic. This pre and probiotic are the most important bacteria sector that's been present in small intestine. This albendazole goes and destroys completely the bacteria sector that's been present in the small intestine. So why this kind of good bacteria must be needed? Because it enhances the digestion system and also it enhances the immune system of our entire body. Suppose if you have a good health, if you have a good walking ability, that it means the gorgeous looks in your face, that's because of this kind of good bacteria. So this albendazole must be taken for 6 months once only. You should not take for per month and all. Definitely your gut system and definitely your small intestine system will be entirely affected. So you should take a good care of yourself. So I think so now we can just wind up this entire newspaper section. And if so you would have liked this video, so if you like, just put a like and tell me about your comment. And let me see you in the next video, guys, and thank you and have a good day. Then take care. Bye bye.